anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective for today. Today is Friday, June 6th, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk, the Tube, the Lemonade, the Blue Sky Social, the Pinterest, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. Leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever does not, just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use Rare Rebel. I just got home. I fed the kid. It took 2 hours. 2 hours for my pedicure, my nails. I was like... I was like, can I go now? Are they done yet? Like, I love investing in myself, and I love this kind of self-care. I really do love this kind of self-care. But 2 hours was a long time. He did a great job, though. A great job. And actually, the funny thing is I feel like the best part was my pedicure, if I'm going to be honest. I hope everybody's having a great Friday. It's the weekend. Okay, what is this? Like, is this the same dude or dudette? What's going on here? Whoa. Oh, shit. Okay. Whoa. We got 5 on the table. The downside to having nails after not having them for like 3.5 months is you totally forget how to function with them. No joke. We got 6 on the table. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. Okay, 2 more shuffles. 2 more shuffles. Do 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 do. I don't know why I feel hyper exhilarated. I didn't have any coffee or anything. Although I did have quite a bit of sugar today. I'm not gonna lie. We got 7 on the table. We got 8 on the table. Okay, we're going to do 1 more shuffle. Was that 2 shuffles or was that 1 shuffle? We're doing another shuffle. It's okay. We'll do another shuffle. Whether it's the 10th, whether it's the 2nd or whether it's the 3rd, we're doing another shuffle. And can I just say this? I've lived in my place like 2.5 years now. Okay, it'll be 3 years in November. And I am still getting mail from my ex-husband. He never even lived here. He never even lived here. Why? Why? Okay, so first off, this isn't you. I hope this is not you. It could be you, but I hope it's not you. Let me set those on the windowsill. We've got forgiveness. I've got watching close. I know I got yellow nails. I already have my colors picked out for the next 2 months. And then after that, I'm going to stop till Christmas. I already got it planned out in my head. I'm a planner. A planner. We got divine timing. We've got judgment. Oh, we got green light. Just woosah. Deep healing. Lucky blessings. Red light. Sorry. A red light is bottom of the deck, by the way. Okay, we got feminine, masculine. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. I don't know why I keep pausing. And now I feel like I should have brought my water in here. So here's the deal. Someone wants forgiveness for something. And it's kind of funny because with the watching close card, I always say like, oh, they're watching you or they're watching someone. And they very well may be doing that. Whoever this is, they're watching close for forgiveness. So this is like like this is someone hoping that someone will come in and just say like, hey, you fucked me over, you did this, that, and the other, but I forgive you, just so you know. It's I feel like whoever this is, as a last resort, they would go towards a person for forgiveness, but it's like they're waiting for somebody to come in with that forgiveness. The divine timing is the judgment. Like this is the thing. Okay, if this is someone that fucked somebody over, screwed somebody over, did something, lie, cheat, steal, whatever, they're getting judgment for that, or they got judgment, or they're gonna get judgment for that. But the funny thing is, if this person thinks that the person that they screwed over should come to them and just all of a sudden offer forgiveness, they're gonna get judgment for that too. Who does that? Who thinks like that? Like, explain it to me. Who thinks like that? Like, I want to know. Because I would never go towards somebody. I would never expect somebody to come towards me with forgiveness after I screwed them over without me even apologizing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like somebody doesn't want to apologize, but they want the forgiveness. And they think whoever owes them the forgiveness is eventually going to come in and give them forgiveness. I also get the feeling that if this person doesn't think you're going to come in or somebody's going to come in and give them forgiveness, they feel like it's in divine time, like it's divine, like it's going to be divine forgiveness. You know how I always say, like, if you can forgive somebody for something, you should, because it's for you, basically, at the end of the day. I mean, it'll make them feel better, but it's for you at the end of the day, so you can let something go, so you can release it. I get that. Like, mentally, I get that. But I've told you guys a million times over, and I use this example every time, and I will use this example until my last breath, because I will never, ever stop talking about it. The ex-best friend, if you follow me, if you watch me on the regular, the ex-best friend, I wish her nothing but the best. I wish her healing, but I will never, ever forgive her for what she did to me. I will never reach out to her. I will never talk to her. I will never start a conversation with her. If we run into each other in public, I don't even know that I would say anything to her at this point. I would probably just keep on walking. I feel like if I said something, I would probably get very emotional and I would get very belligerent. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I feel like for the best, it would just be for me to like walk away and not say a damn thing. And because at the end of the day, she's not really worth the conversation anyway. But I always say, like, if she wants forgiveness for me, she's gonna have to go to God for that. She's gonna have to go to God for forgiveness. And I say that sometimes in other readings about other situations that I see. Like, I'll be like, I think they have to go to God for forgiveness. It's like somebody going to God for forgiveness. Like, finally, like, okay, this person isn't going to forgive me. They're not coming towards me. The ego, right? I guess I have to go to God and ask for forgiveness. They're going to get judgment for that. Because here's the deal. here's the deal. When I say she has to go to God for forgiveness, the ex-best friend, like, she will. Like, I'm not gonna forgive her what she did to me. And what she's probably done to so many other people. Like, I can't even think about it. It makes me sick. She would have to go to God for forgiveness. But here's the deal. Even when I say that, someone having to go to God for forgiveness, like, God knows why you didn't forgive them. And if this person never even goes towards the person that they owe an apology to get that forgiveness, like, if they don't even make a move to go and say, hey, I'm sorry, I stole $1,000 from you, can you forgive me? If they don't even do that, God's going to be like, why would I forgive you? Why would I forgive you? You can't even go own up to that person that you fucked over. And I'm not saying that at the end of the day God wouldn't, you know, God's going to do what they want, right? I think it depends on the person. I think it depends on the situation. I think it depends on how sincere the person is that's asking for the forgiveness. Because, and I'll say this a million times over too, everything that you do is under the eye of God. Whether you believe or not, you are living your life under the eye of God. God sees everything. If you're a racist at heart, God sees that. If you're a rapist, God sees that. If you unalive somebody, God knows you did that. Like, you can't hide anything from them, from him, from her, however you want to. I refer to God as a him usually. For some reason, I keep saying them, but whatever. They already know. He already knows. Like, you can't hide anything. That's like when we talk about, like, black magic and hoodoo voodoo BS, right? I talk about that. And we talk about, like, oh, everything comes to the light because you did something bad under the dark of like in the dark of night. Okay, again, technically there is no dark of night. Not that it's not dark out there at night, but there's always light. There's always light. Whether it's from the moon, whether it's from the stars, whether it's literally from a street lamp. Like, there's always light out there. It's not very often that you're out in the dark. I mean, unless you're in, like, a forest or the mountains or the woods or something, right? But even then you might have a flashlight. Like, there's always light, if that makes sense. Typically. So when we say we do something in the dark of the night, you're really not doing anything under the cloak of darkness. Everything is done under the light. Everything is done under the eye of God. If you believe, like I believe. So, in my mind, my opinion, from what I've witnessed, from what I've seen, everything is seen. And let's just be honest. you want to discount that and say, oh, that's not, like that's not true. Like God doesn't see everything. God doesn't pay it. Then how come psychic know? How come psychics know? How come, intuitive people know things? It's because we get downloads from God, from angels, from our dearly departed loved ones, from the people that surround God. Again, God Himself. We get downloads, we get visions, we see things, we hear things, we feel things. Where do you think people's gifts come from? You think I found that like in a gutter, in a barrel full of atomic waste or something? Like, I mean, seriously, the things I see and hear and feel. You just think that like I pull that out of my ass? Everybody pulls that out of their ass? And again, everybody has their own level of psychic ability. And I am of the personal belief that everybody has intuitiveness. Everybody has, sorry, that's my middle finger. Um, everybody has psychic ability. Everybody has gifts. Do you tap into it or not? And it's okay if you don't tap into it. It's okay, but it's there. I'm telling you, it's there. Everyone has it. What is it? Okay, I know I talked about this like last year, a couple months ago, something. Like how much percent of the brain is untapped? Isn't it like 70% of the brain is untapped? Or 90? It's a lot. Like they don't know like, what goes on in like 80% of the brain. Like it's a big number. Yeah, it's a big number. 60? It's got to be 60 plus. Because I could have sworn that at one point, like maybe 20 years ago, they said the average person only uses like 10% of their brain or like 15% of their brain. I mean, that would mean 85 to 90% of your brain you don't use. What is it? What is it doing in there? If it's just sitting there, what is it doing? If you don't use it for anything, is it just retaining knowledge? And what knowledge does it retain? The knowledge from this lifetime? The knowledge from every lifetime? Downloads? You see what I'm saying? People don't want to believe because they can't put the science together. They can't put the pieces together. And I, thankfully enough, even though I wasn't always um, raised with the best of intentions by my loved ones, I was always raised to believe in everything, to question everything. People say, oh, conspiracy theorist. Conspiracy theorist? Or just a theorist? Because if you're saying conspiracy theorist, technically everything is a conspiracy until you know it's true. So isn't technically everything just a theory? And what's a conspiracy? Like conspiracy means like something was tampered or hidden with, right? Like hidden from you. Like someone hid something from you. But is anything ever really hidden from you? Or do we hide it from ourselves? Everybody around the world, everybody in our country, let's say that everybody in our country is waking up to the fact that our government is not for us. Dems and Republicans constantly bickering. Republicans wanting to get rid of Mexicans, take away women's rights, get rid of the gays. And Democrats not fighting back, not doing anything. Oh, well, we don't have any power. You don't have any power? Grab a gun. Grab a baseball bat. Like, let's go. Like, let's all go. I don't even know where that came from, but but I'm just saying, like, what do you know, everybody's coming to the realization that our government isn't for us. Like, we're waking up to that fact. There are some of us, me included, that have been told that since the beginning of birth. Just so you know, Kimberly Ann, they're not for you. They're not working for you. They're never going to work for you. And the only way they're ever going to work for you is if you take them over and you're in their spot. If you create a new government. Revolution. I've been taught that since birth. You want to say that's a conspiracy theory? I mean, I say now it's reality. I'm just saying. And I hear anything. I mean, literally in this day and age, 2025, with all the stuff that goes on, like, I pretty much would believe in anything. I pretty much would believe anything at this point. Like, nothing really phases me, nothing really surprises me. I think a lot of that has to do with my own past, but I also think a lot of it has to do with the fact that, like, I'm woke, right? And I'm tired of people saying, like, oh, you're woke. Like, oh, you know, like, ew, you're woke. Honey, if you would tap in to everything that everybody else is tapping into, you'd be woke too. I actually posted that on my Facebook. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I posted something on there. I said, don't call me woke. I said, just because I know and I've seen it and I've heard it and I've felt it, just because you haven't, that doesn't mean that I'm the woke one. Like, I just don't like that term. I don't like that term. They've taken it. It's actually a very positive term, but it's like everybody's taken it and turned it into like this negative thing, and it just should not be. And what was it? Jane Fonda gave the speech. Was it at the Oscars or Academy? Well, Oscars and Academy Awards, or Golden Globes or something, and she made the comment that, you know, woke just means you're empathetic and you have feelings and you like humans, you know? And she's not wrong. Like, other people that are like, oh, you're woke, they don't have empathy. They don't like humans. They're not for people. They don't care about rights. It's just sad. Anyway, 15-minute tangent. This person is going to get judgment. They're going to get judgment. They're going to get judgment for whatever they did, and they're going to get judgment for not coming to apologize, thinking that they can just go to God and ask for forgiveness. Because again, if you didn't even go to the person, that's going to be a problem. God's going to look at you and be like, and there's going to be, like I said, there's going to be judgment. With the green light, that's what the green light is. Like, God is going to hand down judgment, whatever that is. I mean, that's up to them, right? That's not up to you. That's not up to me. It's not up to this person. And the funny thing is whoever this person is, they don't really, I shouldn't say that they don't care, but they're very relaxed and very blasé about the whole thing. Like, oh, you're not gonna give me forgiveness either. Oh, you're gonna hand judgment down on me again. Great, pile it on, right? Rather than go and apologize to whoever they fucked over, whether it be one person or multiple people. They're just going to be like, yeah, give me the judgment. Like I've already had some. Give me some more. This is someone who they're deep healing. They're lucky blessings. I mean, you know how I feel about luck. There's no such thing. Is on a red light. The judgment is on the green light. It's going to be handed down. This person is going to be stuck there waiting, floating around in a pool to see what happens with their life. If they were going to heal, or if they've been trying to heal themselves, right? If this is someone that's, like started a healing journey, they're not doing a good job. And I don't mean to sound like an asshole, because, anybody wanting to heal themselves, kudos. But if you can't own up to your mistakes and take accountability and stand in front of the person that you fucked over and say, hey, I'm sorry, like the ex-best friend should do with me, like literally stand in front of me and say, hey, Kim, I know we were best friends for 30 plus years. I'm so sorry I did what I did to you. If she can't even do that, it's one thing to stand in front of me and apologize and I don't forgive her, because she can go to God and be like, hey, like, I'm doing the work. I apologized. Can you help me out here? But when someone doesn't even want to try, but they're in like a healing pattern, they're going to be stuck there. And I don't like using the word stuck, but like they're not going to progress until they get their act together, or until they receive this judgment and work through this judgment, whatever this is. They're not going to get any more blessings. Like if they have manifestations, if they have things that they need, things that they ask for, right? They're not going to get it. And I'm just going to say this, when this is why you try to live a positive life. This is why you try to be nice. This is why you try not to do things to people. This is why you try not to hurt people. Because when you are toxic, or you exhibit toxic behaviors or karmic behavior, however you want to phrase that, it doesn't really matter. Not only are you possibly incurring judgment upon yourself, but if you don't receive that judgment, your kids could receive that judgment. Your grandkids, your parents, your siblings, anybody that you love, your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And I think the saddest thing of all is when you do something wrong, you don't take accountability, and you just think like, okay, fine, like, God's gonna, take $1,000 out of my paycheck this year to make up for it, or, whatever anybody thinks is the case. But the thing is nothing could happen to you. Nothing could happen to you. And 10 years later, when you have a kid and your kid is growing up, something horrible could happen to your kid. Like people don't even think about the repercussions of all that stuff. Like, and some people don't give a shit, because they just figure, oh, well, my kids will deal with it. They're stronger than me. I'm going to die in 20 years and they're probably going to die in 40 years. So what's, leave it to the great grandkids, or, like some people just don't care, you know? Like they absolutely are in their ego. They don't want to take accountability for anything. Everything gets passed down generation to generation. That's why they call it a generational curse. I don't talk about it a lot because I don't want to bring a spotlight onto it. it's not that it wouldn't be good, like a good learning tool for the public and for me, like on my platform. The thing is I try not to talk about it because I don't want this parent involved in my life. And when I talk about it, I leave that open for them to be involved in my life, and I would just rather not. But I will say this in regards to generational curses. My parent that treated me the way that they treated me, I'm sure, 99.9% sure that they were treated like how they treated me. And back and back and back and back. And that's what we mean by generational curse. Because when she was my age or younger, right, she had the opportunity, my parent, she had the opportunity to break that curse, to stand up to one of her parents and say something, or both of her parents and say something. And she didn't. And she carried that through the rest of her life. And it carried onto me and my sibling. And then I turned around and I said, whoa, 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 you're not doing this to me. We're done here. She should have done that. Her parents should have done that. Her parents' parents should have done that, right? It's a whole line of bullshit because no one will take accountability. No one will stand up. No one will fight for justice. No one will say this is wrong and this is right. And this is where it stops. This person is going to be stuck in an impasse unless they get their act together. And I don't know if this is a warning. I don't know if this person is watching. I don't know if this person's going to watch in the future. I don't know. Here's the thing. It's not like I haven't been here, right? It's not like we all haven't been this person. I'm literally sitting here trying to think okay, could this be me? What did I do? Did I hurt somebody? Who did I hurt? I literally can't think of anybody. But that doesn't mean that I haven't done this in the past. And I can give you one example, and I talk about it all the time. And that was the work friend in November that I blew up at. And then later on, I was like, holy shit, I shouldn't have done that. Not because I don't want to not be friends with her. I don't want to be friends with her. But I shouldn't have behaved the way that I behaved because that's not how I am, right? And that's waking up, taking accountability, and saying something. I still have not said anything to her. She's not receptive, and that's fine. I get it. I think even though she's still very angry and bitter about it, which she has every right to feel, right? I think eventually it will fade and she'll, I hate to say get over it, but I don't think me saying anything would help her. I think it would help me. And I haven't yet figured out anything that I could possibly say that would help her because I also, again, I still don't want to be friends with her because I feel like she has a lot of work to do, pardon me. And I just don't want to, I don't like, I mean, she didn't even take accountability for her part in the situation that was brought on by her behavior, That doesn't mean that I still don't look at this and relate this to that situation with me as the bad guy. Because again, I'm sure even before that situation, the ex-husband, when I was going through my separation and getting my divorce, I was the bad guy. So this can be relatable to me in my past. As of right now, I don't see anything like this happening in my present. Could it happen in my future? Of course it could. Again, we're all human. We all experience the same type of things in life, right? I'm just saying. We've all been the good guy, the bad guy. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope you all have a great day or evening wherever you are. A great weekend. I hope. I'll talk to you later. Bye.